Dear students, let's discuss properties of hydrogen. We'll start with physical properties of hydrogen. First, nature of hydrogen. Hydrogen is colorless, odorless and tasteless gas, and it is non-poisonous. Means if you inhale a little bit of the hydrogen, it will not harm you. Then we come to solubility. Hydrogen is very little soluble in water. We use the term sparingly soluble for such gases. Sparingly soluble means very little soluble. 1 liter of water can dissolve only 20 milliliter of hydrogen gas. Then liquefaction means the conditions under which you can liquefy a gas to be studied. The process of converting a gas to liquid form is said to be liquefaction. So at high pressure 20 atmosphere and at very low temperature minus 240 degrees Celsius, we can liquefy hydrogen into a colorless liquid. Density. Hydrogen is the lightest element and also the lightest gas. Its density is 14.4 times less than air, or you can say air is 14.4 times heavier than hydrogen. Let's come to chemical properties. First, action with litmus. It means whether hydrogen is acidic or basic or neutral. So action of litmus, hydrogen does not show any action with moist blue or red litmus paper because it is neither acidic nor basic in nature. Then combustibility. Hydrogen is a combustible gas, but it does not support combustion. It means hydrogen itself burns in air, but different substances cannot burn in the atmosphere of hydrogen. Hydrogen itself burns. It burns in air to form water. The pure hydrogen burns with very pale blue flame silently. But normal here, it means impure. Normal hydrogen, it means impure hydrogen, burns with blue flame and get extinguished with pop sound. So this pop sound and burning with blue flame is used as a test for hydrogen. Then action with non-metals. Among the action with non-metals, we will start with oxygen. We already discussed that hydrogen combines with oxygen and forms water, and the reaction is exothermic. 2H2 plus O2 results in the formation of 2H2. But as I said, if a candle is brought, a burning candle is brought to a gas jar containing hydrogen, then what will happen? Hydrogen will burn and will get extinguished with a pop sound, but at the same time candle will also get extinguished because hydrogen is not a supporter of combustion. Then action with chlorine gas. Hydrogen, one more thing, that hydrogen burns in air to form this reaction exothermic. So if air is mixed in hydrogen in bigger amount, then the reaction, because of the heat so produced, becomes explosive in nature. If percentage of oxygen is little bit, means not too much, then it burns with blue flame and get extinguished with pop sound. But if proportion of air is more, then it can result in a blast. That's why the mixture of hydrogen and air is said to be detonating mixture. If we burn it and oxygen or air is in greater proportion, then it results in highly explosive reaction. So hydrogen in small amount, air in small amount can burn with a blue flame and get extinguished with pop sound, but it is not suggested for bigger amount. You know, in the rockets only, the fuel that is used, though that is a different thing, but is liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Let's come to chlorine. Hydrogen with equal volume of hydrogen and equal volume of chlorine, if are mixed and exposed to sunlight, not direct but diffused sunlight, then hydrogen chloride gas is formed. What if we don't take diffuse sunlight but direct sunlight? Then the reaction will be explosive. So in diffuse sunlight, hydrogen and chlorine, it means they don't need heat or something else but a little bit of the sunlight, but not direct but diffuse sunlight. Then hydrogen and chlorine combine to form hydrogen chloride gas. The same hydrogen chloride gas that is acidic in nature and when dissolves in water then forms hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen, when we were talking about action of hydrogen with non-metals, so hydrogen with oxygen, hydrogen with chlorine, let's hydrogen with nitrogen. And hydrogen nitrogen do not combine easily. They combine in presence of catalyst iron and promoter molybdenum at high temperature and pressure to form, and the reaction is reversible to form ammonia. 3H2 plus N2 results in formation of 2NH3. Sulfur. Hydrogen combines with sulfur. When hydrogen gas is passed through boiling sulfur, then hydrogen combines with sulfur to form hydrogen sulfide. So let's summarize chemical properties quickly once again. With litmus, hydrogen shows low color change because it is neutral in nature. It is combustible in air. Pure hydrogen burns silently with pale blue flame. Impure hydrogen burns with blue flame and get extinguished with pop sound. When proportion of oxygen is or air is more with hydrogen, then it results in very explosive reaction, and that's why the mixture of hydrogen and air is said to be a detonating mixture. Action with non-metals, oxygen we have already discussed. With chlorine, equal amount or volume of hydrogen and chlorine, when exposed to sunlight, then it forms hydrogen chloride gas. Hydrogen with nitrogen combines in presence of iron and molybdenum at 450 degrees Celsius to form ammonia. The reaction is reversible. When hydrogen is passed through boiling sulfur, then it results in the formation of very pungent smelling with the smell of rotten egg, a gas known as hydrogen sulfide. So that is about physical properties of hydrogen and some of the chemical properties of hydrogen. In the next video, we will discuss action of hydrogen with metals and other chemical properties of hydrogen along with uses of hydrogen.